Hi, this is Larry with watermitigationadvice.com. Today I'm going to try and help you work on your Epson ET 2750. The one I have here, this one here is electronic problems. It's junk, but I'm going to use it to show you how to clean the ink lines and also help anyone that's got the problem with paper jam, especially after you've worked on it. You'll find at the end of the video, you'll see the answer to that question, okay? Okay, this is basically what I use to work on it, these tools. You'll see why in a minute. I'll explain them as I go. And most of the sides will come off pretty easy. You can take out 1-2 screws and you take a flat piece like a knife or putty knife and pry it around the bottom and it will pop off. Now this one here is the waste ink container. You need to take this out. It's 1 screw and it slides out. There's a reason you have to take this out in order to break this down. Now here you just want to take the front screw out and loosen the 2 others. You don't have to take this plastic cover off. All you want to do is loosen it so you can move it a little bit, get the side panel off next to it. If you don't loosen those screws, it's just going to be jammed too tight. Now you can see it's got a little slop there. Now you can pull it off. Now that exposes where you can see the carriage and everything there. Now this top panel down the back there, there's only 1 screw that holds it, but it's hidden. You take that the ink waste container out, and I'm shining the light back here trying to show you where I'm shining the light on, and I'm going to move it from the top. It's that back panel on the top. There you go. Now you can see, you wouldn't find that if you didn't know where it is, believe me. Now you just raise it up and tilt it a few times, and it'll unhook from the other end. There's no other screw on the other end of that. Now you want to push this a little bit forward, and that's going to loosen the belt so you can take it off the motor. Take this plastic piece on the end off. It's 1 screw and move it back. This strip up top here, I call it a control strip. I'm not sure the correct name, but it controls the carriage. So you want to just take it off. This plastic piece, when you're ready to pull the carriage out and it gets to the end, that will jam it. So you have to take a screwdriver or something to just push it inward and it'll slide out. Get the belt off, 2 screws, take the motor out. You have to get it out of the way. Now this piece here, take the spring off. Once you take that spring off, you can just slide it out. That's the catches all the waste ink. Now you probably want to use rubber gloves. I didn't and got my hands pretty messed up here. It's staining you up pretty good. Now I've got everything pretty much broken down, so I've got the carriage out. You'll find the ink jets going to be in the bottom of this carriage, which I've already removed. I'm going to show you how you clean it. As you can see, this is a baby syringe. It fits on these perfect. Now, I'm so sorry about the video shaking a little bit. I'm holding the camera with one hand and trying to work with the other in most cases. So it gets a little bit sloppy on you. Sorry about that. Now, if you watch this when I start squirting the water, it will come out in like a steady stream. But as I do it, you'll see it get a fine mist. You watch, you'll see that's pretty heavy stream. But now, as it cleans itself, you want to make sure you clean it. Don't just see water. That don't mean it's clean. But you'll see it get a wide fan. Here you go. See it? It's getting a wide fan now. That's what you got to get it like. So don't just see water coming out and figure it's fine. Do it until you get that fan coming out of there. And you want to do every one of them. Go down the line, do them real good. I'm just using purified water with just a little touch of vinegar in there. Now, this top valve up here where I'm at, that's the only way you can squirt this water in this cartridge. This is the back cartridges. That is a one-way valve. So you have to come in from that side, push the water in from that side. It will not work from the other way. And you'll see as I squirt it, it'll squirt out the bottom. It'll flush all the old ink out of there and clear out that whole cartridge. Now when you're finished, in order to get the water out of that, what you're going to do is you take a vacuum. Now the vacuum's running. I've got the sound off on that. Just going to talk over because the vacuum make a lot of noise. But you put the vacuum on, take a screwdriver or Phillips something very gently and push the top valve in. And when you do that, that vacuum will pull any of the water out of the container for you. Now this is just a tie wire that I'm using to put the spring on. If you don't do that, you'll be fighting all day. It's not too easy to get that spring down in there. I'll get the camera steady enough here. Okay, so you're just going to hook it down the bottom first. Then you want to pull it, hold it tight so it'll stay on. And once you put the pad back in, then pull this up, and you need to hook it over that end. Now when you get it hooked, pull that out going towards the arm. If not, you pull it back off. Now it's all ready. It'll work up and down, no problem. Now this is going to be showing you the reason you get that paper jam error. Most people don't realize what happens here, but that strip up the top there, that's the key to it. It has to go through, it's a little back piece of, there's a close-up on the back of the carriage. It has to go in between that. It's a little pain to get in there, but that's what it has to do. It has to go in there. If you don't have it in there, that's what controls the whole thing there. If it's not right, it's just going to tell you have an error. I hope this has been some help to you. So please check out my other videos and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day.